Hello again, you're watching Curtin Road Junction. Just a quick update. I haven't done much on the layout as I've been waiting on supplies coming from Hattons, Rails of Sheffield, etc. But what I have done is I've wired up the track. I'll let you see. Wee red Scotch locks everywhere. So I've wired up the track. As I said, it's DCC, and that's it. I did have a few dead spots. The locomotives that you see on the track are obviously I've been testing the track, make sure it was all running. Locomotives you see are actually all sound locomotives. I've had them for a while and I thought I want to check them, make sure they're working okay, make sure they're running. So I used them to basically test the track and obviously check them ourselves. So all my sound locomotives that I have, well, as you can see in the shed here, I've got a Hornby 56. I've got a Bachmann 66, Hornby 31, Hornby class 60, a Bachmann class 47. Now this 47 is a non-standard sound locomotive. The shop I bought it from had fitted Southwest Digital, one of their new U-Drive sound decoders in it, and it's absolutely fantastic. It sounds superb. I've got a Bachmann 25, a Bachmann 37 and a Bachmann 44. What's not on the layout is a Hornby 40 with TTS sound. I bought that cheap just to get the sound decoder out of it for my Bachmann class 40. And I've got two sound chips to fit into a Bachmann class 20 and a Bachmann class 101. And if we come over to the display case, there's a Hornby P2 with TTS sound. It's okay, it's a generic sound, it's not as good as their diesels, but it sounds okay. And a Bachmann class 150, which I fitted sound into, and absolutely fantastic. So that's all my sound locos. Obviously I've got loads more. I want to fit some sound into some other locomotives, but they're bloody expensive now. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing with the layout. Just testing and making sure everything was okay and fixing dead spots and that, and it's turned out okay. Everything's running now, so I'm happy. Obviously my points and that arrived this morning, and my cork arrived this morning, so it will allow me to do some more track laying. Now this bit here originally was going to be like a bridge. It would come across these three tracks and it'd be like a wee road coming down, a car park, a wee office block, you know, for a TND section. But I've decided, I had this. This is from the Scenecraft range. This is the Bachmann loading tower and the hopper and conveyor. Now, obviously these are available separate, you can't buy them together, you've got to buy them separate. I know there's plenty of the loading hoppers and the conveyor, but the actual loading towers are very hard to come by now. But I had this one anyway, and I thought, you know, I want to use it. I haven't got a lot of space on the layout left, nowhere to put it, so this is what I come up with. I'm going to have to extend the layout out this way by about 3 or 4 inches, just along here. And my plan is this is going to be a ballast yard, and I'm going to have a digger, or, you know, loading the hopper, and a couple of piles of ballast with some wagons. That's the plan for that. So I had to make sure, I had to plan the track out here, and this was the track I got. Now I've brought it, it's going to be joined onto the branch line here. So the track's going to come round for the branch line, and I'm going to have this here. But the only thing is, this is the end of the scenic section, and when it gets to here, there's going to be tunnel mouth, and over here is going to be a double tunnel mouth. Or I might just put a bridge in with a back scene, paint it blue or something, you know. I haven't decided where I want to go with that yet. But anyway, this is where it's at now. So this is the last of the scenic section. So once I get this track laid here, then I'll get onto the fiddle yard and I'll get this planned and laid. I've also got 2 points over here. These are 2 points. These are for the lift out section here. They'll be on that. This is to bring this track back to this one. As you can see, if you come through the station on the middle line and you come into platform 2, you're going to come round and you're going to be on the wrong track here. You're going to be on the outside line. So this is basically to bring trains back from here to here, so they go back onto the right storage road in the fiddle yard. So I've got that to do as well. So once I can start planning the fiddle yard and get that down. So hopefully, about another week and a half, it should all be down and have trains running. So this is going to be my last update until then, because I want my next video to be trains running, a wee running session. I've been so looking forward to, because all these locomotives here need running as well. They've never been run in. They've had a wee test going back and forward on that. That's not running in. They need an hour's running, half hour each way at least. So that's the next plan, is to get a wee running session going. But what I'll do is, before I have the running session, I'll test the track, make sure everything's working fine, make sure I've got no derailments, make sure no dead spots. Then I'll film the running session and let you guys see it. But you can tell me what you think of this proposed ballast yard. I think it looks quite good. It sort of takes away a wee bit. Like I say, I was going to put a bridge here, car park, you know, a wee office block or something. But I think this looks much more better. I like to see a bit of industrial on a railway. I know over at this side I've got the fuel depot, but it's only a small fuel depot. It's not big and it only serves a TMD. So I've got the fuel depot. I've still got a lot of detailing to put in here, including a fence and a gate, etc. I saw that up at Fort William, like I said. I might do similar to this one over here, put like a fence and, I don't know, you know, maybe a gate across here. And I might not even bother with a gate, I might just take a fence up to so far, you know. But some view, that's Edinburgh across there, if anybody's wondering where I come from. I live in Burnt Island, Fife. Absolutely beautiful view of Edinburgh. Stunning views of the River Forth. Anyway, back to the layout. So there you have it. So I'll leave you with that just now. Like I say, my next update is going to be a running session, and you guys can let me know what you think. If you think this is right, if you think it's wrong, if you think it looks out of place, I don't know. I was a bit worried with these tracks being a bit close to the runoff track on the TMD here, runoff track. You know what I mean? So there you have it. So just a wee quick video. I'll get myself ready and get out to work now. It's getting there. It's getting there. Once I get the track all down, and I've got it all wired up, then my next job after that is I'm going to fit all my point motors. I've got seat point motors there, but I might change my mind and go with the Pico point motors. I don't know why, it's just I've read a couple of people had said that the seat point motors are a bit unreliable for the, you know, the polarity switching. And that's what I can't afford. I don't want to have any running problems once the layout's up and running. I got told the Pico point motors are tried and tested and they're absolutely fantastic. It costs a wee bit more, but never mind. They're easy to fit as well, the Pico point motors. No soldering, etc. Because I'm not the best at soldering. So I'll leave you there. Like I said, this is all done now. All wired, all tested. I've got this bit to do, then I can plan and purchase my points for my fiddle yard, and once that's done, I'll have a running session just to test it all, and I'll film the running session, so I know these guys are itching to see one. Know as much as I am, believe it or not. So there you go. Right, I'll leave you with that. Like I say, for people that's not subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my channel and you'll see the layout as it progresses. Any comments are welcome. I will get back to you. I'm not always on the internet. If you leave a comment, I will reply to it. So I'll leave you with that, and you can let me know anything that I'm doing wrong, or that you think I should change, or so I'll see you all at the next update. Okay, ta-ra.